Wow, I have completed the barn door and put it into place. And I have to be quite honest, I am absolutely dumbfounded of how beautiful this thing looks. The tolerances on all the measurements are so precise that everything just fit into place perfectly. Let me explain why, and then we'll go back into the beauty of this thing. I had to, on these holes here, had to lower it a little bit because it was uneven across the top. And then when it rolled down to the end of that stopper, which is this piece here, it would hit just on the edge of this with about 1/16 of an inch, enough where it wouldn't go any further, the door part that is. And I was about 1/8 of an inch off in total. So I had to drill another hole on both of those holes a little higher so it would drop down the door 1/8 of an inch and make it even all the way across. And you can see it's pretty nice the way that's sitting there. And then once we got the door in, I just made sure we got the handle on and made sure everything lined up correctly. And then I screwed in or tightened up the stoppers here. So the edge of the door here matches the edge of the molding that you see here. So that's flush. And then on this side, what we had to do is something similar, but I had to do it with the track guide that you see here. I just put that against the molding on the other side against the door, and that just works perfectly. I mean, you can just see how perfect it fits on the floor there, and it will prevent the door from swinging out when you're rolling it on the track. So it just looks absolutely fantastic. I can't express how happy I am with this piece of work. Over the last, I don't know, 10, maybe 12 years, I've built several pieces of furniture. I've been commissioned to build some furniture for other people. And most of the stuff's been for the house and a couple of wedding presents and commissioned work. But out of all those pieces, I don't know, 8, 10, maybe a dozen pieces, this simple door and the way it came out with all the rich colors coming through and the beauty of it has to rank in my top 3, maybe even top 2 pieces I've ever done. It's just absolutely beautiful, and I'm just amazed of how it came out. And I'm not trying to pat myself on the back here, but I'm just saying that for me personally, when a piece of work moves the artist that actually created it, that's something special. And this is one of those pieces I just really enjoy the way this looks in the room. So anyways, enough of grandstanding here. The door is done, and it is very nice. It's rides on the track very nice, so check it out. It's gonna be very quiet also, but check it out. And then when it gets to the end, it stops, as you can see here. And I made sure that this side was flush with the edge here too. And you can see that's exactly what it does. And the track guide does its job here. So it doesn't move. It stays in place pretty much where I put it. If you move to the middle here, it stays in place, which is great. The only thing I did notice a couple of times, and it's probably going to stop because even that track guide is a roller, it will give some resistance and friction on the door. So when you get down here and put it to stop, it actually stops there too. It was rolling before, so anywhere we put it on the track, it stops in place. That also means that track and bar up there is very level, which is exactly what we were shooting for. So again, on some of the tolerances that I mentioned before, we've got about 1/4 of an inch. That runs all the way down. That's perfect. On the bottom, we have maybe 3/8 of an inch, which is exactly what we want. And then those nylon washers that I put in, and let's see if you can see it. Yeah, the white thing there, that's the nylon washer that we bought a while back. That allows it to be about I don't know, we're probably half an inch at most all the way through. Look, actually it looks like about a quarter of an inch here, and then it widens out to, I don't know, 3/4 of an inch down below. Not enough for me to worry about a difference here. The point is that that spot is closed out, and we're gonna be quite happy with that. I've also decided to name this barn door. Whenever I create a new piece of furniture or something that I'm gonna give as a gift, I usually give it a name. In this case, I'm going to name it Narnia. If you remember many videos ago when we were first creating this area here, you had to go through the closet in bedroom number 2 over here for daughter number 1, and let me show you why. It used to be like this. You came upstairs, there's the stairs, you come upstairs, and there used to be a wall right here, right? And then this closet actually started right here and went straight back. This was not here. And then there was a single door here, and you had to open the door, walk into the closet, which went back to that room, which went back to that wall. And then you came to this door here. And I nicknamed this room the door to Narnia, because for those of you that are familiar with that book series, that fantasy book series, they used to get into that fantasy land, I believe, through the closet. So, and that was the land of Narnia. Well, since we changed our plans for where the closet was going to be and the type of entryway into the storage area, because it originally was going to be a bookshelf, and I was going to put a secret passage opening book in there that had Narnia on it, we changed our plans to make this barn door. And with that, I didn't have a name picked out, but now that we've got this in place, and I do like to name all my furniture, the answer was pretty simple. We're just going to call the barn door Narnia. And what I will end up doing at a later point, and I don't know if I'll make a video of it, but we'll see, is I will burn in to the back of the door the name Narnia, and then put my signature on it with the month and year that this was created. So it'll say something like Narnia by REW with 12/20/21 written in it. So with that being said, that's where we stand. So we are going to close this one out, call it a day, and we will move on to the next one. So until next time, peace out.